Beautiful sunny day out here in Shanghai. Weather is quite crisp. Enjoying the spring air all over, right? Having a good time?
Yeah.
Everybody good? All right. So we're back again. So yeah, do subscribe as usual to the channel. We got a lot more coming. Then again, what do you really have to lose, right? Just subscribe and be part of the family. Opinions make the world go round. Everybody's got one, and we have to keep sharing what we think. Today we're talking about Stevie Wonder. If you haven't heard, he's been given a citizenship to become what?
A Ghanaian.
A Ghanaian.
First of all, the certificate of registration as a citizen of Ghana. This is it. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Which means he owns two passports now, which is being a Ghanaian and being an American.
He's not a fellow Ghanaian.
Yeah, he's not a fellow Ghanaian. But this is not really new, because I think back in 2021, he made that mention on Oprah saying he would want to, did he say he wanted to retire or he wanted
relocate? He's been saying
relocate,
that for years.
yeah. So we don't really know if he's going to relocate, actually like live in Ghana, or he's just going to be, shuffling back and forth. So first take.
I think it's actually a cool thing. Just like we go to other countries to see citizenship, people also have their kind of like right or the opportunity to seek citizenship in Ghana or in other African countries as well. And sometimes countries offer honorary citizenship. I don't know, you know this the story of the African guy who saved some kid in France who was on a wall.
Climbed the building. Climbed the building to rescue the kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
so the fire department offered him a training and a job in the fire department, and the French president actually conferred citizenship on him. So I think it's nothing new, and he's always talked about wanting to relocate to Ghana in particular. So I think maybe the government decided, okay, if he's coming, then we might as well just do it now. So I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
It is cool?
It's cool.
All right. So cool in what sense? Because I like the fact that you brought up this African Spider-Man. That happened like years ago.
Yeah. 7, 8
but there
years
were controversies about it, people saying the same thing. If this guy had not risked his own life to save a local indigent, right, would he have been conferred this kind of like...
He wouldn't have. That is 100% because the immigration laws are there.
Right.
And you need to meet the requirement before you
there's
get...
a criteria to it. So in this case, can we say the same thing for Ghana? Did Stevie Wonder do anything to merit being conferred?
It depends on how you want to look at it. He's a global star, and somebody like me, my childhood, I grew up listening to him more, and because of my name.
I told you pretty much the same age with Stevie Wonder.
No, before Shatta Wale.
Or before Shatta.
But he was an inspiration because of his situation, right? So, yeah, I for instance, I don't find it as a problem. I think he deserves it, and even the whole of Africa, because of what he has been through, his struggle and becoming a star. He's a beacon. I always say this, but the question you ask, I
There's
know yes. The question you ask, the thing is, I don't know why it's easy to issue diplomatic, or is it diplomatic or
No,
just ordinary citizenship for people. Like it's easy when they are from other countries, right? But when we go to those other countries, we have to do more than, because I don't think they will just give Shatta Wale a citizenship in America.
Sometimes they give you the key to a city, but not...
Yeah, they've given him a key to a city, though.
I mean, to reframe it correctly, I think you would have to be somebody, quote unquote, to merit that kind of like honor, so to speak. So like it comes back again to what you said about how like people in other countries do not get the same treatment, but this is not just an ordinary somebody.
Yeah.
So does that really make it fair? That is the question we should be asking.
It makes it fair, I think so, because of his status, and then what he stands for. I think he has to come from his situation. You understand? Look, if you look at his life story in general, he's an inspiration. So for him to choose Ghana or come to Ghana, I think, for me, I don't see anything wrong with it. But the way we act fast to issue stuff like this, if your citizens need simple stuff, you should be able to do it as quickly as possible.
Yeah, that's what I was also thinking. Like, ordinary people want to get passports, and
Yeah.
sometimes it takes months.
Yeah.
And then someone comes in, irrespective of who the person is, and they just get it. A passport, a national whatever certificate issued on the same day.
Yeah.
It's kind of impressive. But talking of fairness, in terms of that, it's not fair. But if you look at many countries, you were talking about how it's easy for other people to get these favors in Africa, but we don't get it in other places. I think it happens maybe sometimes we don't hear about it. But yeah, I know the angle you're coming from.
Yeah.
But if you look at countries like Sierra Leone, they did the same thing for Idris Elba.
Elba,
The
yeah.
one parent is Ghanaian, the other is Sierra Leonean, but they caught him first.
Yeah.
Even though he likes coming to Ghana more, they
woo him and
they
then,
wooed
yeah.
him and they gave him a citizenship. And I think, was it Ludacris?
Yeah.
Ludacris.
Yeah, is
was
it
it Guinea or one of these countries?
Yeah, Uganda or Guinea.
Correct me on that, but he was also offered that citizenship.
Yeah.
I think the governments, I believe, also look at these things as an opportunity to spread the name or to
Yeah, you
market
become
the
more
name of
always
the
like an
country.
ambassador for the country.
Exactly.
Right?
Okay.
Right, because I think Stevie Wonder doesn't move alone. He has a team, he has followers, he has family. So people seeing just his Instagram post or he talking to groups of people, encouraging them to come to Africa, is going to be focused on Ghana. So I think we also look at the benefits that could accrue from these things.
I do agree with you, 100%. But my question to you, or all of us, is that Ghana is known for issuing like citizenship to a lot of people. It didn't start
Especially
from today.
African Americans.
Yeah, but the thing is, I
Yeah.
think there's a framework for that. I think since the year of return or something like
Yeah.
that, the president had like
Even
a
before
decree
that,
saying
if you go through our history, whatever Dubois,
Yeah, but I think every
the Dubois Center,
Oh,
the
the-
guy,
maybe
there's so
Du
many,
Bois, yeah.
so many.
Right.
My question is, have we actually taken a full advantage of those key people?
That's a good question, yeah.
It's not really like taking advantage of them,
right.
but I feel like in this instance, when it comes to Stevie Wonder, and I think there've been a few people, but that's what I said. The government kind of like came up with this framework of receiving the diasporans and giving them citizenship. Why? Because he thinks it's a natural birthright. That's what he said. He's not really giving them anything that is kind of like special or something that is more like dignified or whatnot. It's just their birthright. This is where they come from. So if they're returning home, it's only right, we get the right stuff done. So it's not really something like bringing them home to take advantage of them or to...
No, if I use the word advantage,
No, not in the bad sense,
each and
right?
every one of them comes
Like
with a certain
how they're able to
package,
evaluate.
right?
Yeah.
They comes with packages.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't
you have
feel
ordinary
like-
people,
Yeah.
like the year of the return. They've given a lot of people. Some of those people, we don't even know what they do. But what I'm saying is somebody like Steve Wonder, he carries like the musical scene of America behind him. So what kind of advantage, if I use the word advantage, what opportunities
Okay, I get it.
can we...
But I don't think the
can we
government
take
is
from?
looking at it from that angle.
I think so. I think the government...
Possibly, but they're not saying. But that's, from this
Yeah.
framework,
Okay,
that's
I
what
would,
they're saying.
if I'm the government, that is how I would look at it.
Yeah.
But actually, the people, I think last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, the president conferred citizenship on about 100 and
100,
something.
yeah, 100, yeah.
Actually, most of those people have been living in Ghana, and some have been going and coming, and they run businesses in
yeah.
Ghana. So that was really fair because
Yeah.
some of them have been there for
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah.
But I remember what you said, that when during the launch of the year of return, I think in New York or Washington, he actually mentioned that as long as you're a black man, it doesn't matter, like Peter Tosh said.
Yeah.
You are still
You're
a
an
black
African.
man. So he was saying that you're welcome, and anyone who is willing to come and settle,
Yeah.
they will make it the process easier for you. So I think that's what they're trying to do.
But I think it
America
makes
want to
more
come.
sense to
Yeah.
confer it onto the diasporans like that. It's not something you have to come and kind of struggle for or whatnot, right? You want to come home, that's why it's called home.
It's home. Yeah.
So we're gonna look at the ideal person. Like in your opinion, who would be the ideal person if you had to confer like a citizenship onto anybody? Like in your mind, who do you think is?
That's why I'm coming from the angle of opportunities. Like Okay.
Okay.
Just the individual who now feels like I want to reconnect, then cool. You should be able to get that citizenship, right? But if I have to go from like stardom, then there are few people out there. But what can they bring to the table? So when you look at it like that, then you know the angle you go. Okay,
So you
in
look
our
at it from,
music
like, a
industry,
business standpoint.
yes,
right?
business.
Okay.
Actually, it should be business, because at the end of the day, if they are coming in to a collapsed society, it's not worth coming to a collapsed society, right? Is it? It's not.
They might be bringing something to
So they
contribute.
should be. 80% of them should be bringing something, right?
But that kind of defeats the purpose, because at the end of, like you're saying,
No.
they're coming home, you're welcoming them, you're giving them their birthright.
Yeah, but you cannot go somewhere without. We are in somebody's land. We are working. So at the end of the day, we pay our taxes. We put something on the table. If you're able to employ a Ghanaian or two, or a Chinese or a Korean or whatever, you are bringing something. That is all I'm trying to say. You have the. You don't go to a country without doing anything. Just
But
there.
this is not this. I don't think it should be a criteria, on the checklist, because at the end of the day, like I said, they're coming home.
I'm talking from my point of view. I'm saying
Yeah, that I do get, but I'm just also trying
I
to
will
understand your
give
point
a lot
view.
of people to come home, but then when you come home, you cannot come home. You can come home, but you have to do something whilst you are home.
Yeah, I think they would. I mean, that goes without saying. Right?
Exactly.
I mean,
So
they're gonna establish businesses.
if you're coming, let's say for instance, you're coming, yeah, you're a businessman. Name your type of business, right? Okay. I've read a little bit about you. I know what you do, blah, blah, blah. I know if you come in, definitely maybe the northern region will benefit from you. So when you come in, I'll put it in front of you. Listen, with this business you do, I think if you are located in this region, it would help you, your business, and then the local people. That should be our
So
aim.
if I understand it, you're trying to say that for people who will be offered this sort of opportunity, if they are people of high standing and they are capable of contributing, we should meet them halfway.
Exactly.
Try to help them into with their settling in, so that they don't have to come and struggle on their own to try to
Yeah,
figure
but
out
I feel
what
like
they want to do.
it kind of like we're convoluting the two,
I'm talking
different
from
ideas.
what I would do. The reason why I would give
but
my
I'm also,
stuff.
no, I'm just trying to like get to a point. So my point is that if we kind of mix up the two, it kind of it becomes a bit more of like what you're trying to get out of the person for your economy, not necessarily welcoming them.
Yeah,
Chinese
if
is
it's-
typical.
if
The
it's-
Chinese is a typical example.
No, but that is different because
Hold on. They are
you're
not. No, hold on.
ancestrally, you are
They are not
Chinese,
giving
so-
citizenship. I get that. But right now, if you're coming in to kind of settle and do your business, you have to meet certain criteria, right? And they'll meet you halfway. And that is what I'm saying. They can come. Anybody that feels like today Ghana is my home, go. If you meet whatever the requirements are, you can settle. But then what I'm trying to say is, if I go to Ghana today and I want to settle, I have to do something for myself. It's either I'll find a job or I'll create a job. So if I'm coming in as a business person, or you are coming in as a business and I'm the president, okay, this is what you do. Cool. You are welcome. First and foremost, you deserve this, so take it. But in terms of business, we can meet you halfway by doing this and that and that. That is all
So
I'm saying.
basically, offering assistance.
That's it.
Right.
Who would be your ideal person to kind of give this
Currently,
honorary citizenship to?
Beyonce.
Okay, you got to tell us why. Break it down, pack it.
Why? Because she's my dream girl.
That doesn't help the country in any way. That's your personal.
We all.
I would. Are you done? Because what you're
Everybody
talking now is rubbish.
I need an
Why would you
eye
not develop as a
candy. I
country?
need an eye candy. Leave me alone. Let me be. I need an eye candy.
That's an interesting
my
one.
dream. But actually, I look at. I'm saying Beyonce, but there are a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
Just
You don't have
names,
the right
but-
to say that, but you just
But
have to unpack it
I'm
for
just
us.
trying
Why
to
Beyonce?
look at from a musical side, right? I can say Pharrell, Beyonce, a few people on the list, but why? Because of our music industry. Because I know Ghana is a talented country. Like, we have a pool of great musicians, raw talent. Let me put it that way. So if we are able to bring somebody like her with her team, we can gain a lot.
Okay.
I think if I look at sports like athletics, Ghana, we only focus on football, and
Yeah.
our football is kind of rubbish right now. Look at athletics, you look at the Olympics and all, and you rarely find any Ghanaian athletes. So I would even go to say someone like Asafa Powell. He's an
already in
Olympian.
Ghana.
Yes, his wife is half Ghanaian or Ghanaian.
Has it been given a citizenship? I don't.
That I don't know, but I think they've been in Ghana
yeah,
for
yeah,
years
yeah,
now,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised
Yeah.
if they've done it maybe
Privately.
And
low-key,
last year
yeah.
he was even invited to not coach but to mentor, I think, Legon students some athletics competition. So there's already something going on with him. So I think something like that could be conferred on him to make it easier. I know Jamaicans can come to Ghana visa free, but visa free is different from citizenship. Citizenship
most
means you have all the rights. You can
Rights,
set up any business. You get involved in anything, just like any person. So I think people like that can, although he's not like big name like Usain Bolt or whatever, but he
Was it for Powell?
yeah, he
competed.
He
He
competed. I mean,
competed,
he used to be one of the number one.
yeah.
So someone like him who already has a Ghanaian connection through his wife, it would be a lot easier.
So with you from the sporting
From the
side,
sort he's
especially
somebody
athletics,
that will
yeah.
easily fit in because he seems to fit in when he goes to Ghana.
Yeah.
What about
No, it's kind of interesting because I was thinking he would go more the route of like, I don't know, economic progress.
Yeah.
Because I know you like this guy, Lee Kuan Yew, the Singaporean leader,
But
right?
he's long gone. He's
Yeah.
No, I mean we don't really. That doesn't matter, dead or alive. So
Yeah.
that was what I was thinking.
Oh,
I was
okay.
thinking along the
Yeah.
lines of somebody who can literally like change the
Change.
image.
no,
of the
if
country as a
we
whole.
could have him back to life and
No, then we have so many people we can pick from.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You could pick anybody you
because
want.
I
It's
tell you,
like-
Lee Kuan Yew comes to Ghana in 10 years. Ghana will become a
That's what I'm
developed
saying. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking
because
along those lines.
he's a no
Yeah,
nonsense
but I mean,
guy.
all the points you guys made are still valid. So yeah, happy to have Stevie Wonder
Yeah.
as our fellow Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Which, like I said, any country would be lucky to kind of call him like their fellow. So I think it's a good thing the government did. Not much to talk about, anyways. I think it's well deserved. It's long overdue.
Before you wrap up,
Yeah.
what are your fond memories of Steve Wonder?
Guess what? So
One of your
what-
favorite songs?
I just called to say I love you. And the party played in We Are the World. So these are
No, I think for me the one that
I know.
can really remember is like the happy
What I
birthday.
wanted to say.
Happy
Yeah, the happy birthday one. That's
birthday
like so
to
iconic.
Yeah.
I think it's got like tons of songs.
Yeah.
What about you? You asking? What about
the
you?
same thing you said, like,
I just
but that
called.
particular song, I just called to say I love you.
His songs are kind of like Kenny G. They never
Yeah.
pass away. Like yeah.
All right, so that's about it for this episode. Unless you guys got anything else to add. So
Nah.
now we're all proud to say Stevie Wonder.
I'll just say welcome to Doomso.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder is our fellow Ghanaian. I mean,
Yeah.
it's something.
Fellow Ghanaians.
It's a fellow Ghanaian. So
Fellow Ghanaian. Welcome to
it's
Ghana,
something
my
we
fellow
can say we're
Ghanaian.
proud about. And I mean, sometimes we kind of bash our government every now and then, but we have to be also kind of like
Yeah, sometimes you gotta act
a bit
smart.
more congratulatory when they do something really cool.
Actually,
I feel like it's a cool framework they put out there. Just work
it
up the
is.
diaspora.
That's why we said we are the gateway.
And
to
let's not
Africa.
forget.
not the gateway when we're
That's
forget
why
about
we
that.
said we are
Let's
the
not forget,
it's easy
even
for us to do
We're
those
not the
things.
gateway.
Leave us alone.
Now that he's a citizen, also it means all his family, his kids can roll on that.
Yeah.
So even if he's not around, we still gonna have his
Generational.
generations.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Yeah.
he's gonna enjoy every little thing, every single incentive the local Ghanaian
Yeah.
enjoy. So he's gonna enjoy
and
Doomso.
just
He's
walk
gonna
in
enjoy.
He's going to enjoy He's going to
Yes,
enjoy
enjoy
the.
everything.
When it rains, he will know you have to walk
no
instead
doubt,
of driving
he's
a
not
car.
gonna- He's not gonna
Yeah.
use structure
Yeah,
and
yeah.
what he. I mean, we know who's Steve Wonder, but the point is that he's gonna enjoy Doomso just like the average Ghanaian. No doubt he's gonna have to buy a generator though. But regardless, if he drives through the streets, he's got to put on like a mining what you call it, mining light or goggles or stuff like that. It's crazy. So yeah, fellow Ghanaian. Stevie Wonder is our fellow Ghanaian. It's something to be proud about, right?
Yeah.
So you want to say like Beyonce's you're like fellow Ghanaian. That would make you happy.
Yeah.
That was super
I
happy.
need an eye candy.
You need an
You can have that through the internet. She doesn't have to be.
No, I need to see her.
But you think if Beyonce comes to Ghana, they'll let someone like you get even close?
You see that?
With this your-
that is
with
why I
this your
said
Diwowo
I
face.
am.
With this your Diwowo face.
You
They would,
understand?
but why not?
Yeah,
They will let
just some few seconds. I
They
just
would, they
don't
would
need
let
her
him
for
get
long.
close. Yeah, as long as he's gonna polish your shoes. I mean, why not get close? All right, so yeah, fellow Ghanaians, this is from us to you guys from Shanghai. Stevie Wonder, welcome home, and I feel like it's high time like a lot of people come back home and
Yeah.
you don't have to, like I said, you don't have to like stay there, stay
Yeah.
there. You can just
Can go
shuffle
and
back
come,
and
yeah.
forth. But I feel like you should always be able to come home. You know what I mean? Like there should be no strings attached, the hiccups or whatnot. You should be able to pick up your passport and be like, yo, I'm going home.
I always feel like African Americans specifically, and it's Ghana specifically, knowing the history and that about 80-90% of the slaves were shipped out of Ghana, even if they are not Ghanaians, they should, like you said, they should be we should get to the point where an African American can just pick up their passport and say, I'm going to
I mean,
Africa.
just add to that, it should not necessarily be an African American. I think everybody in the diaspora.
Of black
Just
descent or-
like the African, just like the African
Right.
leaders were trying to negate these whole visa
Yeah,
thing to
the
different
border
countries. I
stuff,
feel like it's a
yeah.
great thing, right? Make it borderless, let the diasporans pour in. Whoever wants to come home, come home. Hey, it is what it is, right? That's where you belong.
Right.
If you feel like you belong and you want to come home, you should be able to come home.
Yeah.
So yeah, so from us right here from Shanghai, it's been a drag with spring. Spring is still out in here. It's not really that summer-ish. We can't wait for summer to come. We just get in our t-shirt. This guy's trying to show his muscles, so it's all good. We got to start working out. So subscribe if you like this episode. There's going to be more
Subscribe.
episodes on the way.
I'm the trouble causer here.
Peace out.
Yeah.